How to elevate your leadership to achieve extraordinary results. Leadership is lifting a person's vision to high heights, the raising of a person's performance to a higher standard, the building of a personality beyond its normal limitations. These words were said by Peter Drucker. The very essence of leadership is that you must have a clear vision of the future. The vision you articulate clearly and forcefully on every occasion. You can't blow an uncertain trumpet. Number one, you make a difference. Leadership is not about the position of the title you hold. Leadership is not about power or authority. Leadership is also not about celebrity status or the wealth you have. It is not about being a CEO, president, general, or prime minister. It is not about being a superstar. And it's most absolutely not about some charismatic gift. When people think back over their lives and select their most crucial leader role models, people are more likely to choose a family member than anyone else. Mom and dad, it turns out, are the most influential leaders after all. The second place is a teacher or a coach. And the third spot goes to a community or religious leader. The truth is that leader role models are more local than global. So you find them close to where you live and work. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. A thinking futurist leader serves, mentors, builds, and achieves the target. As a team member, everything you will ever do as a leader is based on one bold assumption. It is the assumption that you matter. Before you can lead others, you must lead yourself and believe that you can positively impact others. You must believe that what you do counts for something. If you don't, you won't even try. The reality and truth is that leadership begins with you. That's right. The leader who has the most impact on your day-to-day behavior is not the CEO, the COO or CFO or any other C. The leader who has the most influence over your desire to stay or leave, your commitment to the organization's vision and values, your ethical decisions and actions, your treatment of customers, your ability to do your job well, and the direction of your career, to name but a few outcomes. It's your most immediate manager. That's right. Here are 10 truths about leadership. In this masterclass, we will explore 10 timeless truths about leadership and becoming an effective leader. The masterclass is prepared and organized with an emerging leader, someone new in the role or transitioning to the leadership for the first time. But the ideas are just as relevant to those with years of leadership experience. The 10 timeless truths about leadership apply to those who continue to hone their skills and those who have no prior training. The truths are also relevant to those who want to coach others to become more effective leaders. Now, the first truth is that you make a difference. You make a difference. It is the ultimate truth of all. Before you can lead, you must believe that you can positively impact others. You must believe in yourself. That is where it all begins. Leadership begins when you believe you can make a difference. You are intensely focused on putting one foot in front of the other, being kind and following your heart. Doors will open effortlessly, but first you must be ready to walk through. The second truth is that credibility is the foundation of leadership. Whatever you do, you must be believable, for this is the prerequisite of credibility and relevance. Only credibility ends commitment. Believe that inside you, but others must also believe in you. What does it take for others to believe in you? Short answer: credibility. People who don't believe in you won't willingly follow you. In the end, leaders don't decide who leads, followers do. Credibility requires sincerity. In life and in business, your word must have value. Integrity is a priceless asset. Remember, a check is only as good as the person writing it. Great news, and I'm glad checks are no longer credible. No wonder they have been removed from the monetary system. The third truth is that values drive commitment. The future belongs not to those who have the most, but those who do the most with what they have. Fully commit to being a person of formidable intelligence and tenacity, and a champion focused on every aspect of your own life. Your time is way too valuable to waste on people who can't accept who you are. People want to know what you stand for and believe in you. They want to know what you value. And leaders need to know what others value if they are going to forge alignments between personal values and organizational demands. A highly developed value system is like a compass. It serves as a guide to point you in the right direction when you are lost. The fourth truth is that focusing on the future sets leaders apart. The capacity to imagine and articulate exciting future possibilities is a defining competence of leaders. You must take the long-term perspective. Turn inside from reviewing your past and develop outside by looking around. You can only understand life backwards, but it will help if you live life forwards. Do not let the memories of your past limit your future potential. The past is always tense, the future perfect. There are no limits to what you can achieve on your journey through life except in your mind. People who say that yesterday was better than today are ultimately devaluing their own existence. The fifth truth is you can't do it alone. No leader in history ever got anything extraordinary done without the talent and support of others. Leadership is a team sport, and you need to engage others in the cause. That strengthens and sustains the relationship between the leader and the constituent. Leaders are obsessed with what is best for others, not for themselves. Instead, step out of a crowd of ordinary people, enter that game, and change the values on the scorecard. That's right. The sixth truth is trust rules. If you can't do it alone and rely on others, what's needed to make that happen? Trust. Trust is the social glue that holds individuals and groups together, and the level of trust others have in you will determine the amount of influence you have. You must earn your constituencies' trust before they are willing to trust you. That means you must give trust before you can get it. That's right. Leadership truth number 7. Challenge is the crucible of greatness, for greatness. Authentic leadership is revealed in the crucible of a crisis. Life is about accepting the challenges along the way, choosing to keep moving forward and savoring the journey. Exemplary leaders, the kind of leaders people want to follow, are always associated with changing the status quo. Nelson Mandela comes to mind, for example. Outstanding achievements do not happen when you keep things the same. Change invariably involves challenge, and challenge tests you. Change introduces you to yourself. Change brings you face to face with your level of commitment, your grittiness, and your values. It reveals your mindset about change. Leadership truth number 8. You either lead by example or you don't lead at all. A true, authentic leader always leads by example, by demonstrating how the work is done. Leaders must keep their promises and become role models for the values and actions they espouse. You must go first as a leader. You can't ask others to do something you aren't willing to do yourself. Moreover, you must be willing to admit mistakes and learn from them. As you become more present in your own life, you will enlighten others, yes, by your example. Leadership truth number 9 is that the best leaders are the best learners. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. These words are from Mahatma Gandhi. People who are ready to learn will be the best to lead. You must believe that you and others can learn to lead and that you can become a better leader tomorrow than you are today. Leaders are constant improvement fanatics, and learning is the master skill of leadership. Learning takes time and attention, practice, and feedback, along with good coaching. It also takes willingness on your part to ask for support. Just as the bird needs wings to fly, a leader needs valuable information to flow. Leaders learn. The 10th truth is that leadership is an affair of the heart. Leaders make others feel important and are gracious in showing their appreciation. Love is the motivation that energizes leaders to give so much to others. You won't work hard enough to become significant if you aren't doing what you love. It could also be the first truth. Leaders are in love with their constituents, their customers and clients, and the mission that they are serving. Leaders make others feel important and are gracious in showing their appreciation. Love is the motivation that energizes leaders to give so much to others. You won't work hard enough to become significant if you aren't doing what you love. To possess practical, natural leadership abilities is one of life's greatest assets. Lead by example. It is not about your position and authority. It is about the positive impact you have on a set of persons who lack motivation. Now we turn to the 5 practices of exemplary leadership. The 5 practices of exemplary leadership are the best practices leadership model backed by research over many, many decades. These 5 practices are: the first one is model the way. The second one is inspire a shared vision. Number 3, challenge the process. Number 4, enable others to act. Number 5, encourage the heart. Let's go through each one of them. You have the chance to make the world a better place due to what you do. So that could be more rewarding than that. Somewhere, sometimes the leader within you may get the call to step forward. By believing in yourself and in your capacity to lead, you open yourself to hearing the call. You open yourself to making a difference in the world. So let's go through the practices. The first practice, model the way. The truth is that you make a difference. Somewhere, sometimes, the leader within you may get the call to step forward for the school, for the congregation, the community, the agency, the company, the union, or the family. You believe in yourself and your capacity to lead. You open yourself to hearing the call. You open yourself to making a difference in the world. Being honest means telling the truth and having ethical principles and clear standards by which you live. People need to believe that their character and integrity are solid. They need to believe that you are worthy of their trust. That's right. The second practice is inspire a shared mission, vision. All the programs to develop leaders, courses, books and MP3s, blogs, websites, offering tips and techniques are meaningless unless the people are supposed to follow believe in the person who's supposed to lead. The truth is that credibility is the foundation of leadership. It is also one thing to follow someone because you think you must or else. And it is another when you follow a leader because you want to. So what does it take to be the kind of a person, the kind of a leader others want to follow? Doing so enthusiastically and voluntarily. It turns out that the believability of the leader determines whether people will willingly give more of their time, talent, energy, experience, intelligence, creativity, and support. Only credible leaders and commitment, and only commitment builds and regenerates great organizations. Organizations and also communities. Being inspired means sharing genuine enthusiasm, excitement, and energy about the exciting possibilities ahead. People expect you to be positive, upbeat, and optimistic. Our energy signals your commitment, and your optimism signals your hope. Others need you to encourage them to reach higher, engage more fully, and put forth the more significant effort. They need to see and feel your passion for the cause. After all, if you display little or no passion, why should anyone else? If you want others to engage in challenging pursuits voluntarily, you must uplift your constituency's spirits. You must give them a reason to believe that tomorrow will be even better than today. The third practice, challenge the process. What does it mean? Studies of top performers strongly suggest that you must have a supportive environment to develop expertise. A supportive family is widespread in the stories of world-class performers, for example. Supportive colleagues at work are critical. Leadership can't grow in a culture that supports continuous development. The researchers have found that when there are high quality relationships at work, people engage in more behaviors that lead to learning. Therefore, you need to surround yourself with people who will offer you encouraging words. When you try something new, understanding and patience. When you fail, and helpful suggestions as you try to learn from mistakes. The fourth practice, enable others to act. What does that mean? Thunder rolls, but it does not strike. Fighting strikes, but does not roar. Choose to be lightning. It is not enough to be in love. If you know from personal experience you must show your love, that means you must pay attention to your constituents, recognize them, and tell stories about them. The primary way you show that you care for someone is by paying attention to them. So, giving your appreciation is an active process. That's right. You must reach out to others, listen to their words and emotions, be open to their experiences and ask them questions, and express a willingness to learn from them. Asking other people the center of your attention tells them that you feel they're essential. It tells them that you regard their input as applicable. It tells them that you value their ideas. Then you doubt, you shrink. Then you trust, you open. Then you hope, you act. Then you believe, you rise. Talk is cheap and silence is costly. Action is priceless. The fifth practice, encourage the heart. What does it mean? Leadership is challenging and demanding work. There are a lot of successes and victories along the way, but there are also a lot of failures and defeats. Leading takes considerable persistence and patience, and a lot of hours and energy. It is impossible to envision getting up every day, putting in the long hours and hard work it takes to inspire, strengthen, and encourage others to get extraordinary things done without having your heart in it. Love is the soul of leadership. Love is what sustains people along the arduous journey to the summit of any mountain. Love is the source of the leader's courage. Leaders are in love with leading their organizations, products and services, and love with people as well. The dictionary tells us that love is a feeling of warm personal attachment or deep affection, feeling of caring or deep respect for yourself and others, valuing and believing in yourself and others, and helping to achieve the best of which everyone is capable. It means finding a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and fun in your work, and helping others to find these qualities in their own work as well. The final insights and reflection. There are enduring truths about leadership. You can gain mastery over the art and science of leadership by understanding them and attending to them in your workplace and also in everyday life. All is the physics of leadership. Positives attract, negatives repel. To get through the difficulties of today and tomorrow, and to seek out opportunities, you must believe that there is a positive future out there. You, as a leader, must paint that attractive picture and generate the human energy necessary to enact it. The truth is that leadership is an affair of the heart. Leaders put their hearts in their businesses, and in their businesses and in their hearts. They love what they are doing. Leaders stay in love with leading, with the people who do the work, with what their organizations produce, and with those who honor them by using their products and services. Leaders show that they care by paying attention to people, sharing success stories, and making people feel important and unique. Exemplary leaders are upbeat, generating the emotional energy that enables others to flourish. Reverend Rick Warren once said, "If you want to have a healthy mind, you must feed your mind with the truth." Three things cannot be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. To elevate your standard and master the content of this masterclass, reflect on the following questions. The first question is, what are the key lessons you learned from this masterclass? How do you think these lessons will add value to the quality of your life? And the third one is, what are the 3 specific actions you plan to take in the next 24 hours? I'm glad we journeyed together during this masterclass. We appreciate your coming over, and we appreciate only the very best content will be put on this platform ever. To continue our journey together, hit the subscribe button on the YouTube platform. Let us know what inspires you and how best we can serve you on the platform. Hit the subscribe button and be the first person to get new content from this platform. Signing off, Dr. Masasekani Mishak Kosa, the Thinking Futurist. Thank you.